We're checking them and check it out. Now, I constantly say this, man, but it's definitely true. The sheep have to be led. Now, again, we don't like thinking about it like that, but in reality, man, a bunch of sheep exist. All right, people have a sheep-like mentality. They group think, they all think together, and to keep it real, they like follow someone that has a lot of either money, fame, clout, or looks like they could bring them success, right? Now, here's the thing, right? A lot of people bought into TIDAL because they heard their favorite artists. A bunch of them. It was like the fucking rap Avengers. Not even rap. Just music Avengers. They came together, signed a document. The declarations of fuckery. Okay? And they basically said that, yo, we are going to create a streaming service that is owned by the artists. It's for the people. And it's not controlled by some big company that doesn't give a fuck about the art. What were they talking about? The previous streaming companies that existed at that time was obviously Spotify, the big dog in the game, Pandora, other things, Google Play, and of course what was about to take off was Apple Music. So TIDAL was supposed to be for the people. Now, we heard stars like Jay and even Kanye even further tried to push the propaganda that TIDAL was indeed for the people, and not only the people, but niggas. Okay, let's be honest, right? It was basically saying, listen, this is owned by us, and you gotta support us. It's kind of like, you know, when niggas get on Twitter on this like real like Black Lives Matter Twitter actor and shit, talking about we ain't gonna buy these stores until these days because we want to show them the power of black dollars or whatever. And you know these motherfuckers work at the store. Like, nigga, you telling us not to go shop at Target? Nigga, you work at Target. You know what I mean? Now, recently it came out that TIDAL is in talks with Apple to be sold. So Apple is trying to buy TIDAL. Now, to some people, they're shocked. What? How the fuck? Yo, you sold us this dream. How could you be considering selling this service? Now, this is the same group of people that possibly believed that Kanye West was only going to have his album on TIDAL, that his album was never going to get to Apple Music, never going to get to Spotify, never going to get to any place else but TIDAL, and then when it did, they were shocked. Because again, these artists, these companies, they know how to play on the emotion of people. Now, again, I never really bought into TIDAL. I've used it that I could really test out the service, and it's a decent service. I mean, one that had a lot of work to do, and it has improved. And to be honest, TIDAL is actually a fine service, man. They've actually added so many things. It shows a lot of promise, and also it caters to a lot of shows that maybe like you wouldn't find on a bigger platform, say like Money and Violence, right? And also they're adding a video element, so it's not bad, right? But they're now thinking of selling it. Now, everything that Jay-Z was saying is out the fucking window. Now, reports came out that they were in talks of selling to Apple, right? And then we hear tweets, or we see tweets actually by Kanye West, and this is what he said. He says, this TIDAL Apple beef is fucking up the music game. I need Tim Cook, Jay-Z, Dez, Jimmy, Larry, me, and Drake, Scooter, on the phone or in a room this week. Fuck all this dick swing contest. We gonna be dead in 100 years. Let the kids have the music. Apple give Jay his check for TIDAL now, and stop trying to act like you Steve. I forgot Daniel E.K. Now, let me say this, right? This is a owner of TIDAL. He owns about 3%, as we found out via a lawsuit, which again was a lawsuit where somebody said they got hoodwinked by TIDAL to think that Kanye West album was only going to be available there. But we found out that Kanye West owns about like 3.5%, right? Now, the big thing about this is that Kanye West is now admitting that the TIDAL Apple beef is fucking up the music game. Now, let me just clarify this thing to y'all, right? The TIDAL Apple beef isn't just fucking up the music game, because in any type of industry, there's going to be competition. If it's lucrative, if there's money there, there's always going to be a leader which owns the majority of the market share, and then somebody who wants to own the majority of the market share. It's called competition. That's what a capitalist society kind of encourages. So it's not their beef, because they're really, listen, the CEO of Apple and the CEO of TIDAL, they probably will hang out. They probably will call each other. There ain't no real beef. But it's definitely competition. But you know what it is, man? His tweets struck me as so hypocritical because I said from the jump, go back to my first videos when I talked about people doing exclusive albums on whatever platform. I said it hurts nobody except the fans. If you're a fan, you gotta now choose sides like it's Bloods and Crips, or you gotta have the bankroll to buy into all of these streaming services at once. You like Drake, you like Kanye, you like, I don't know, Tyga, They're all on different streaming services, so you got to get Spotify, you got to get Apple Music, and you got to get TIDAL. Now, it looks like Kanye West, he's coming around, but this is why I, again, see it as hypocritical, because he didn't see it back then from the fans' point of view. He's now seeing this as a owner trying to say, hey, let's get this shit sold that he could cash out. The basic thing that's happening is that Jay-Z and the rest of the niggas who was on stage, they're cashing the fuck out. The fact that Kanye West is even willing to talk about selling, talk about cut the check, tells you they're willing to cash the fuck out. And pretty much whatever they told you, talking about it's for the people, it's for you, they care about you, was only to get the gullible sheep to buy in, to get it profitable, to then sell, and then that money is probably going to go towards another Kim K sex tape. I don't know. I really don't know, man. But let's be honest. We got hoodwinked, we got bamboozled, I never bought into it, but all you guys who did and bought into the propaganda that this is kind of black owned and Jay owns it and this, that, and third, if they're considering selling a service they claim was for the people, and they're selling it to the big bad wolf that they were trying to act wasn't for the people, who the fuck is a sellout? And in reality, is it even a sellout, or are you guys just sheep for believing it in the first place? And by the way, Kanye West, cut this shit out acting like you're just trying to give the music away for free. You're the one who kind of started it, talking about your music will never be on Apple. You're the one who released one of the biggest albums on TIDAL, which was a TIDAL exclusive. So you are as much guilty as everybody else you're trying to point fingers at. Talking about let's fuck all this dick swing contest. Nigga, you started it. You dropped your shit on TIDAL, Rihanna dropped her shit on TIDAL, and Apple Music had to bounce back with Drake. These niggas, man, hypocritical. And the thing is, man, the fans just eat it up. They eat it up. The fans are sheep. Eat it up. Oh, yeah, okay, he's actually making sense. No, he's doing a fucking 180. He wasn't saying this shit a couple months ago. He wasn't saying this shit when he just signed. He's only saying this shit now. Now that Apple is interested in buying. Get in the comments, you guys like, definitely subscribe to Akademiks. I'm out.